Hi, I'm Steve Dow, founder and CEO of Monit, a software company built by bankers for bankers. And we are totally focused on helping you serve your small business customers more effectively. We've been around for over 6 years. We serve about 40 financial institutions in the US of all sizes. You can see a couple of the logos here. We're also backed by really plugged in investors who are focused on fintech and bank tech. And the American Bankers Association is also an investor. We also have relationships with many of the digital banking and core providers. So just to sort of level set on the business banking market. So business owners are passionate about what they do, but they're not passionate about their finances. They need protection from check fraud. They need help making better decisions. They need help planning. And they really look for their bank to do that, but a lot of them aren't getting that. But because of this sort of critical segment, a lot of banks realize that they need to do more, they need to expand services, et cetera. And there is a huge potential there. And so what we want to do is really try to help support banks as they serve their small business customers. And we do that a few different ways. So it's no surprise, given the critical nature of the segment, that the big banks are investing heavily in here, building out digital tools, similar to the ones that I'll talk to you about in a minute. We really see ourselves as helping to level the playing field for community and regional banks across the country. So how do we do it? We have three different products. We don't have time to go into details on all of them today, but I'll give a brief overview on three of them. So the first one is CheckSync. This is a positive pay automation tool. So this works with your existing positive pay system, and it automates the daily transfer of the check issue file for the business owner. So really cuts away that friction point for the business owner and helps them be protected against check fraud. Second product is Monit Core. We bring in all the data from the bank on their business portfolio for lending and deposits, mine that data for cross-sell opportunities, financial wellness coaching, et cetera, really giving a lot of power to the bankers and the marketing folks so they can really help understand the business portfolio in new ways. Finally, Monit, which is our flagship original product. It's a more complex tool that has tools for business owners like cash flow forecasting, benchmarking, et cetera. We connect to the business owner's accounting software. So that gives us a really deep view into what's going on in the business and helps us provide really rich data analytics and insights to the bank to help deepen those relationships. We recommend starting with either CheckSync or Monit Core and then graduating to Monit over time. Really quickly, CheckSync. I think most folks know that positive pay today is a highly manual process for business owners. We've completely automated that process. So we're going into their data source, pulling out their check data and sending it directly into your positive pay system, reducing friction for the business owner and for the treasury team so they don't have to chase files anymore. And then through Monit and Monit Core, we're providing really deep analytics and insights to the bankers and the marketing folks and others at the bank to understand their business customers. This is all at the business level. We can see what tools they're using, customize insights like next best actions, next best products, as well as an overview of the account, what's going on, what they have, trending, et cetera. Really powerful for bankers who are going out to talk to these business customers and looking for relationship deepening opportunities. As for results, we've seen tremendous results. Here's one example from one of our bank customers from 2025. We've scaled it here, but for every 100 insights that we surface, 15 converted into into an opportunity, which is far and away higher than anything else that they have at the bank. And then on top of that, they had about a 30% conversion rate. Again, much higher than anything that they've seen at the bank. So it just proves the power of using really targeted data to help deepen relationships. Also some testimonials from business owners who love using the Monit tools. So in summary, as I mentioned, we're a software company built by bankers for bankers, proven ROI to help banks deepen those relationships, help enable business bankers and relationship managers to be trusted advisors, which leads to more loyal, stickier customers and helps you compete against the big banks. We want you to win in the SMB segment, put plainly. So I'll leave you with a parting thought and ask you, what actions are you taking to realize the potential of your SMB segment, and how can Monit help? There's a QR code and an email address if you'd like to talk further. Look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.